Welcome to Two Nobodies with the Mic. It's in your safe. Great job, 49ers.
The five best players ever in the NBA, Kobe Bryant is not one of them.
Bravo, you can't say anywhere that he doesn't belong in the league. Give me that amount of money, and I'll do whatever you want me to do.
Josh Allen will never make the playoffs again.
The SEC is straight trash.
This fool was a thrum buff.
Oh, he was in one of those vests?
Yeah.
What's up, everybody? And welcome to Two Nobodies with the Mic, episode 99. We are live and direct all across the country. Little shout out to those in Florida, and hopefully you find a safe place, and prayers for them and what they're about to fucking go through. That's fucking crazy. But we are live on YouTube, guys, so please don't be afraid to join in. Questions, concerns, comments. That's what we're here for. We're here to talk a lot of shit today. And let's get into our introductions. Today we got Andrew, our resident Saint fans in the house. What up, man?
What's up, man? How we doing?
Are you okay? It looks like you might be gotten kidnapped. I just want to
I'm live from the back of a van right now. They were nice enough to turn the motor off though, so yeah, we're good. We're good for like another hour.
Okay, I do.
I got him in there with candy.
Yeah, I do have a certain set of skills. I can probably go find you and free you. If
That'd
possible.
be great.
All right,
That'd be great.
Tug on your ear if you need help. Okay, during the show. Eddie Money, executive producer. What up, man?
What's up, man? How we doing?
Yeah, we're doing good, and of course, the other two nobody, Rafa the Guru, our gambling guru, and many other things up in a studio in Castaic. Beautiful studio, by the way, Rafa.
Thank you. I fucking need to fix the internet though, but
that's what happens when you live in the edge of the world, man.
that is very true. That is very true.
Yes.
Elon, send me a fucking Starlink.
Well, guys, you guys know how we do. We are the gambling show of record, and we only have one rule, though, and that is not to be a loser. And we understand that you're going to lose some games. A lot of people losing a lot of games in the NFL, but just take it easy, right? Don't chase. Don't be a loser. Don't gamble your mortgage away. But we's going to get into it, man. Episode 99. One away from the big 100. And if you guys know the routine already, we go over famous athletes that wore whatever number we're on, and that happens to be 99. I'm going to start first because I want to take the obvious one and the most probably iconic one, and that is the great one, Wayne Gretzky, number 99. Anyone else? Feel free to join in.
I got George Mikan from the OG of basketball.
Late? Wow, you pulled that one, baby. I don't think he ever played in LA.
He did not. He was part of the Minneapolis
Lakers.
Yes, which makes sense. Land of 1,000 lakes or 10,000 lakes, whatever that is.
Well, since nobody wants to say it, I'll say it. I mean, Aaron Donald.
Oh, okay. Also a good one. There's another obvious one too.
Mr. Jota.
And he's playing right now.
Oh, Aaron Judge.
Yeah, the Judge, man.
What about JJ Watt?
Yeah, I thought you were referring JJ Watt at first.
Yeah, when you said that, I was thinking JJ Watt too.
JJ
Mine's
Watt,
pretty
so hot.
Mine's kind of a random one, but this was like my hero when I was playing Little League. You guys remember Manny Ramirez, Dodgers?
Of course, do we remember Manny Ramirez,
man.
guy?
Sent from heaven.
That was
Manny Wood.
Yes, you remember the song that they used to play when he would come up to bat, Rafa?
No, what they play?
They used to play Keisha Cole, Sent from Heaven, because he came halfway into the season, man. That was a wild time.
He was so good that year that he got NL MVP votes for fucking 2 months.
Dude, he was incredible, man. The juice was flowing, literally.
Oh,
through
100%.
his body.
That other pitcher, I forgot his first. Was it like Hyunjin Ryu?
Oh,
Hyunjin Ryu.
Hyunjin Ryu.
There you go.
Yes, that's a great pull for a 99.
By the way, fun fact about that Manny, that era there, real quick with Manny and the Dodgers, he didn't cash his paychecks. He wouldn't deposit them. He had them stacked in the locker for fucking weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. Did you know that?
I did not.
One of the guys was like, "Oh, what are those? Those are my paychecks, man. I cash them after the season." The guy was making like $20+ million a year during that time.
That's nuts. No, that's a great fun fact right there. Hey, you can't trust banks nowadays, man. He was ahead. He was ahead of the curve on that one. But
he was ahead of the game.
Anyone out there in YouTube land have some famous 99s before we move on to You're Fired?
Michelle's told us congratulations on 99 episodes, though.
Oh yes, thank you, Michelle. One of our day ones. Let me switch over there to so I can see the comments. Look at me.
Warren Sapp.
Ooh.
Yeah, there's two that we missed: Warren Sapp and Jason Taylor.
Jason Taylor, HOFer, both HOFers,
Both offers.
both Hoffers, and Sapp now a defensive line coach,
First
for the
time coach.
Buffs, right?
Mm-hmm. Adding shit to his resume.
That's good, man. I love seeing guys like that giving back to the Utes of America.
The Utes. What is a Ute?
What is a Ute?
You all motherfuckers too young for my.
They don't know, man.
They
don't know.
Dude, you guys gotta watch My Cousin Vinny, man. What is a Ute?
Look, they have no idea what we're talking about.
Dude, that movie's so good. You guys need to watch My Cousin Vinny.
Oh, Marissa Tomei. Super hit.
Yeah, Joe
Super
Pesci,
hit.
fucking the Cry, Ralph Macchio.
Yeah.
Fucking the original Herman Munster.
The original Herman Munster.
You remember that? Phenomenal movie. You need to watch it. You
Yeah.
need to watch it. My Cousin Vinny.
Yeah. Great.
None of these movies you're saying rings a bell.
Yeah.
I'm saying
man.
names of people.
Oh,
You know what
That makes sense.
those are people, motherfucker.
Oh my God.
You don't know who Joe Pesci is?
last name sounds familiar, like kind of.
Are you fucking kidding? Have you never
that
seen
baseball?
Oh my God.
Dude.
Oh,
need to
no.
sit. Oh my God.
Oh no. Let's move on. Let's move
Yeah.
on.
We don't have
Let's
time
move
for that.
on.
We
my
have,
God.
we have stuff to do.
Jesus Christ.
Let's get right into You're Fired. Every week we just fantasize about firing someone or hiring someone, and just to get it off our chests. Anyone want to start off with You're Fired this week?
Yeah.
I wanna fire. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Rafa.
I want to fire Antonio Pierce. Bro, you are fucking lost, dude. You are absolutely fucking lost. You're way in your head. You yourself should step down and just fucking say fuck it. It didn't work out because it's a shit show. It's fucking embarrassing at this point. That's all I gotta say on. I'm very.
No. That okay. I'll piggyback on that because I was going to fire Antonio Pierce, Tom Telesco, and Mark Davis. Let's just start off with the obvious. That pick six was bad. I've gone in deep dives. Is it the scheme? There's a ton of things wrong with the Raiders. One is like, how do you hire Luke Getsy? Like, what did you see on film with the Chicago Bears that said, yes, let's hire this guy to be our offensive coordinator? I got to know. I want an answer. I want a fucking 3-page report on why you hired Luke Getsy. That's number one. Number two, Tom Telesco. You have to know that we are starving for a franchise quarterback. I told you guys last week that we've only drafted 5 in the history of our franchise in the first round. Last one being 2007, Jamarcus Russell. Before that, 1991, Todd Maranovich. Those went really well. So maybe they're gun shy. But you got to go all in, man. And then 3, Antonio Pierce. You can say what you want. Defensive guy, right? Super Bowl champion. The thing that stood out to me the most was that you came out on one defensive series, on the very first defensive series, after a quarter or a timeout, and you come out with 12 people on the field. You have 15 guys up. You hired Marvin Lewis, another defensive genius, ex-NFL coach, to be up there with the headphone. Who doesn't need to count to 12? Do we need to hire me? I'll work for the Raiders. I can count to 12. Okay. I'll just sit up there and say, hey guys, we have 12 on the field. It happened again on another first play of a defensive series off of a timeout or possession change. It happened twice where you come out on the field with 12 men on defense. I've never seen shit like that before, man. And for that, AP, you should be fired.
I like it.
Very valid. I was distraught when we got those 2 fucking 12 men.
I just never seen shit like it, man.
I'm gonna fire Miguel Rojas from the Dodgers for last night's attempted solo double play, and I think costing that inning and
Listen,
the game.
listen. Dodgers, by the way, up 1-0 to start the
Yeah,
game.
Mookie just homered.
Look at that. If he's hitting, people are in trouble. Listen, the Rojas took that play himself because it was the only way that he'd have a chance at 2. That's all. That's what it was, and he knew that, and so that's why he took it. If he flips that ball, that runner might be safe anyways. So, I mean, it was a tough play. I thought you know what? He should have come off the bag actually on the throw that Freddie Freeman makes because I don't think that hit Machado, did it?
Yeah,
It did hit Machado.
He changed his base path. He went all the way to the grass so that he got in his way.
A ton of people
on his
pissed
part,
off
though.
about that. But I looked up the rules, and
3 feet.
it's not even 3 feet, Rafa. That's to first base. That's from home to first base. They can go almost wherever the fuck they want.
Yeah,
Well,
Supposedly from second to third. I mean, from first to third. So a lot of people pissed off. Even Freddie Freeman said they asked him about it. He goes, actually, I would have done the same thing. We're taught we're taught to do that.
a lot of guys gave him props. Oh my God, go Jacksonville State! I'm sorry, baby, it's football, baby. Let's go.
Dude, watching Division III football with
How about a cover in on the over in a first half cover live right there?
No, but very controversial play. But you could even go a step further back and say that Miggy Rojas is injured and shouldn't even be out there.
yes.
Okay? Your best shortstop possibly was in center field. And Kike, who's been very productive this last 2-3 weeks, you put him at center, which Dave Roberts did today.
Listen,
So,
when the
'Cause
season
Kike knows
started,
that- yes, Kike can hit on C's.
listen, when the season started, we said, and I said, you cannot finish the season with Mookie Betts at shortstop. It's going to cost you. They went to Rojas. The man's hurt. You didn't go out to shortstop. But, hey, they got these wonderful fucking dorks upstairs, and they know all the numbers and everything. And this is when those things bite them in the ass.
yeah. So there's a ton of shit to fire about the Dodgers. Listen, the Padres they're just a better team right now, but I still believe the Dodgers have the best ownership group in professional sports. But there was mistakes, and one being Rafa is that thinking that Mookie, could play shortstop all year was an ask too much. You needed to pick up a shortstop much earlier, or
But
you needed
there's
to
there's plenty of things that you can keep blaming these guys.
yeah.
Mookie, no shortstop.
Yes.
Your pitching the last 4 years has gotten hurt every time. So what is going on? Fix that, because that's an internal problem. Nobody's losing arms at the rate that the Dodgers are losing arms.
True.
Like you are losing arms every season.
True.
Walker Buehler, Dustin May, Yamamoto, Glass now. The other one, Gonsolin, who didn't even pitch this year. Kershaw. Yeah, Kershaw's past his time, way past his time.
Stone.
Stone. I mean, it's week after week
list,
and month
yeah.
after month. It's a list of pitchers. Like,
Yeah.
listen, if you have such a good staff from the top all the way to single A and low A ball and all that shit, and your fucking minor league system is great, bro, your trainers, your fucking pitching guys are no good. They're all getting hurt.
Yeah.
Nobody's losing arms at the rate that they're losing arms. It's not even close.
It's a little bit of an epidemic around the league, but 100% the Dodgers saw probably not their fair share, but the lion's share of pitchers' injuries. So yeah, there's a ton of shit. There's a ton of mistakes. You know, I said last week that, you know, you said it would be the 5 days off. I said it would be Dave Roberts. You know, I think David Roberts has made a couple of mistakes. I love that he kept in Bueller yesterday. I thought that was our best chance. It wasn't his fault for that blow up, that blow up inning. He created a couple soft contacts that should have been outs. So I like the fact that he did that. But I do think Miggy Rojas, that shouldn't have even been playing.
No,
So
no, he
Agreed.
shouldn't.
yeah. Anyone else want to fire somebody?
Andrew, you got a firing?
Yeah, this is kind of an obvious one, but you got to fire the Jets ownership. I don't get that Robert Saleh firing. I mean, I pulled up the stats for their defense. I mean, they're top 5 in the league in yards per play, points per drive, defensive pass success rate, sack rate, and defensive pass EPA per dropback through the first 5 weeks of the season. And they're also a bottom 5 team in pressures, which is interesting, but they're top in pass success or sack rate, which means Robert Saleh is single-handedly scheming guys open on stunts to get into free lanes to get sacks on here. But
You know what that says? What
what?
all of that says? That Robert Saleh is a hell of a defensive coordinator, but he's not a head coach. Spags is a hell of a coordinator, but he cannot be a head coach. Jim Shorts cannot be a head coach. They're coordinators. Charlie Weiss, Romeo Crennel, coordinators. Josh McDaniels, coordinators. That's what Robert Saleh is. He's not a head coach. He doesn't have a head coach demeanor. He's not a head coach. That's exactly what that tells you. His bad clock management, his bad usage of time. He's bad head coach. Great fucking defense coordinator. If I'm a team that's struggling on defense, I hire that man today. But he
Yeah,
never
I
coaching
would
a
too.
fucking team.
Well, it's interesting too then that the Jets promoted their defensive
DC
coordinator.
to be the-
Yeah, so their defensive coordinator is now the head
Yeah.
coach of their team interimly. And it doesn't make sense because if you're going to go from a defensive guy to another defensive guy, you have one less defensive guy on your team now. And also, people are saying that this has been brewing since before the season, that ownership, you know, if the Jets didn't hit the ground running, that they would make a change. That doesn't make sense to me either. If you're already feeling like that, you might as well just cut him, fire him before the season starts, and then get
Because
somebody else in there.
They gave him a chance because of Zach Wilson. And I did a piece on it last week on how bad he really is as a head coach. Like, he's terrible, and you can clearly see it. You cannot have your defense can't be that good, that talented. Have those receivers. You brought in 2 or 3 offensive linemen. You have quarterback. I guarantee you the Jets next game, they're going to put up 30 points because you're going to see it. The problem was the coach. That happens all the time. When the coach gets fired in the NBA and Major League Baseball, whatever it is, coach gets fired, the team just, if the coach was really the problem, the team fucking rolls. Now, obviously, we're not talking about a team that in the NBA is fucking 15-40, right? But we're talking, but the Jets are a decent team. If Melo was the problem, the Jets are just going to start rolling along.
Big Burn
Ro-
said you called it, Rafa.
It is true, but
Thank
hey,
you, Vern.
let's not let Mr. Aaron Rodgers off the hook here, man. Look at those
Guy's 40.
interceptions. They were horrific. All 3 passes were really bad. And
I agree.
and,
He's a man.
and this is his buddy. This is his old pal, offensive coordinator, man. You know,
They sell out? Did they sell out? Did they sell the bag last week to get Saleh fired?
Woo! That's
Did
a
they
bold
sell that bag?
statement, man? That's a bold statement. Those are
That's what people are
They
saying.
accusations.
might have sold the bag. It's like,
Yeah.
fuck it. Hackett's like, fuck it. You know, just let it go. Fuck it. Go out there.
And the way they did it, they didn't let him say goodbye to the team. They probably ought to.
Oh yeah, he was escorted out.
He was
Yeah,
escorted
he was
out by
escorted.
security, man. That's
That's a fucked. See, that's always fucked up. That I
Yeah.
think is always fucked up. But he'll land a job soon.
Was
Oh,
he
yeah.
like was he
So-
like Jerry Maguire, like knocking over shit and who's coming with me? They probably haven't seen that fucking movie either.
I know
Well,
that.
No,
I
get
get
that
that
reference.
you
reference.
know it, but have you
At least
seen
you.
Jerry Maguire?
Probably not.
Oh my gosh.
I get the
Little-
reference.
Little
We-
fun fact. Mark McMillan, my buddy, who is a 9-year cornerback for Saints, Kansas City,
and the Eagles.
and the Eagles. He now works for a Las Vegas station and covers the Raiders. He got a notification or statement saying that the NFLPA is trying to ban reporters from interviews in the locker room. And if you remember Jerry Maguire, there's women over there with their microphones. The guys are naked.
Yes.
I mean, that shit really goes on, man. It's like
that shit happened.
like, dude, give these players 10 15 minutes. Let them shower and get then set up an interview room. I think that's a long time coming, man. That I hope it goes through. It's not through yet, but the NFLPA is trying to get that through. I thought that was interesting.
If that goes through, Eddie Money's not going to want to be a reporter after the game. anymore.
Throw my career away, man.
You know what?
Yeah.
Journalism.
Switch.
Fuck it. Eddie Money and Jay had applied for the gigs. We could do it together.
Only on-field reporter,
No, they
not
just
remote.
wanted to carry the boomstick. That's all he wanted to do. He didn't want to be a reporter. Oh man. Well, any other firings or hirings out there in YouTube world?
I think that's it. Big Vern says you had hello.
Ah, yes, you had there. Big Vern knows. Big Vern knows, man. By the way, Big Vern promoted if you haven't checked his Instagram out, Big Vern, our good friend, #1 contender, light heavyweight, power slap, waiting for his chance to take that belt. But we follow him, and he's a great friend and a great representative of power slap, and he also always looking
And
out
a great
for us.
representative of the two nobodies, by the way.
Yes, of two nobodies. And
This is a great representative, man.
yeah,
Yeah.
he on his story, he bought this thing on Instagram, and I've been scammed 100 times on Instagram with a bunch of gadgets, but he showed this little drain wizard, and he pulled shit out, and I'm like, boom, I ordered that. I'm like, Vern, I'm ordering this shit, man, because of you. So I hope you got some kind of money from them, because that shit's on the way. I'm gonna unclog all my drains with this $20 drain wizard, I think it was called.
By the way, Vern went to a taco spot today in Vegas, Gerardo's Tacos.
Yeah.
Never heard of that. So we got to check it out, though, because it looked like it put Vern down.
Oh,
Vern was
in
bed
I'm gonna go
after
to Vegas, guys. Oh fuck.
And repping the two nobodies, by the way.
Yeah,
As
for
always.
sure.
Always repping. We got to get some new gear. We got to get some collab power slap. Oh, we don't want to get sued by power slap, but maybe Vern and a power slap collab shirt or hoodie
I
out.
was wearing my power slap shirt earlier today.
Yeah, man. That is You're Fired, brought to you by Power Slap and Big Vern and the Drain Wizard and the Drain Wizard.
Drain Wizard. We're gonna get an email from Drain Wizard. Hey,
Hey,
we're gonna
We don't
send you some
sponsor you
Drain
guys.
Wizards.
dude,
Just talk about it.
I'm kind of nervous of what I'm gonna pull out of my drain. But
I'm excited.
so that is You're Fired. Let's get into our blue chips. Eddie, you got that on deck?
Yeah, so last week we went 3-3-1. We had the under in Jets and Vikings. Ravens -2.5 with a thriller game. Packers -3. We had the push on Colts +3 because Flacco did start. And we had a loss on Panthers Bears under, Bills and Texans over, and the Raiders +2.5.
There you go, man. And we're gonna give you some NFL picks this week. So please, the Drain Weasel, baby, there he is. We're gonna get some NFL picks this week. Last night we did a closed circuit show on college football. We went about 2.5 hours discussing Heisman. Big weekend for college football. Great matchups. we will get those clips out to you, along the week. But today we're going to focus on NFL, man, which stands for not for long if you're Robert Saleh.
So Vern says, let's talk Chiefs. What are we talking Chiefs here? Big
Monday,
Vern.
Monday Night Football. I just saw your man, Patrick Mahomes. I didn't know, but they showed him at the Kansas City game, and he has a ownership stake in the
Royals,
Kansas City Royals, man. That's some baller shit.
That's
He owns
savvy.
everything in that motherfucker.
You don't own Big Vern, I'll tell you that.
It's very true. Very true.
But we will get into Chiefs.
Chiefs are on a bye this week. They don't play anyone, so they will be watching from afar.
That explains why he's at the game in a press box. But he's all Kansas City roiled up. And
Are you guys gonna admit Chiefs and that Mahomes is just
what?
goated? Just goated?
No.
Yeah.
Just
I'm
goated?
No,
Yeah,
that
he's-
defense.
He's really
Yes.
good.
He's really
Dude.
good. But he's
Yeah.
had probably statistically his worst season that he's ever had.
So Jacob brought up a stat the other day. 15 games in a row that the Chiefs haven't scored 30. By the way, do you have any idea what their record is in those 15 games?
I don't
14
need
and
to know the
1?
record.
You don't need to know the record because it's like every week they play like to the strength of their opponent and they do just enough to win the game.
It's called
It's
defense. It's called defense. Yes.
They are so
100%.
good. They are so good. It's like I don't
How
understand
good
how
are
when
they, Rafa?
When you watch the game, and you're like, if they need a touchdown, they're gonna get it here. They need a first down, they're gonna get it. Like that's what they do. They know when to put the game away. They slow it down. They speed it up. It is phenomenal to watch. It really is. Yeah. It is something to see. I mean, it's like watching, dude. It's like watching a fucking 15-year-old kid play basketball against an 8-year-old kid. Like he can score whenever he wants.
Like, where are we going with this? Hold up. Hold up.
You know, and
don't bang the under. Don't bang the under.
And you know how when your kids were younger and you'd play basketball with them, like you kind of let them get close, and then just like, listen, you're fucking 7 years old, and I'm fucking 35 or whatever. You swat them, you fucking dunk on them a little bit on
game point.
That's what the Chiefs are doing at this point.
Oh,
like
God.
it's on a week to week. It's just like, what do we need to do to win? All right, we'll do that. Fuck it, let's do it. Although they did get help in that Bengals game, according to fucking 98% of the country.
It's a thing. It's a thing.
It is not a fucking thing.
It's definitely a thing, though. As much as you hate to say it, it is. I think Patrick Mahomes has like the most either holding calls or pick sixes overturned by penalties.
Yeah,
that was definitely a pass interference though in that Bengals game.
But
thank you.
That was definitely pass interference.
Yeah, we went over
100%.
it.
Yeah, the play before that on the Chiefs. Anyways, but last thing on the Chiefs, I took a sneak peek at their upcoming schedule. It's tough to find a loss. It's tough.
It's the NFL, man.
It's I agree. But
what do you mean? They played the Niners the week after their bye.
So they're coming off their bye. So their bye game. So next Sunday is Niners Chiefs.
Yeah.
Oh, you think the Chiefs are going to lose after the bye week?
Yeah,
It's
come on.
Andy Reid, player.
And who's afraid of the Niners? Who's afraid of the Niners right now?
Well,
Nobody.
And by the way, so the way the NFL did this, everybody was going to say, well, the Chiefs are coming off their bye. Well, what they did was they placed the Niner game on Thursday night. So Niners will have 9 days off, and the Chiefs are coming off their bye. So it's basically the same thing.
Yeah.
It's same, same, but different.
Same, but different.
Yes. So, but dude, the Chiefs right now, like if you look at both the undefeated teams, do you think the Vikings are even close to the Chiefs?
Okay.
Yes.
Actually, yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think so.
You think
Yes.
the Vikings?
Oh, yeah.
Offensively, they're better. The Vikings are
the-
better
You stop that.
offensively.
You stop that. Stop
Take
that
the
shit.
Mahomes goggles off.
Stop that shit.
It's a statistical fact, Rafa.
Yeah, we can stop that.
Also, the
Okay.
Chiefs have the Niners. Then they play
So in a
Raiders,
playoff
then
game,
they play
in the
the
Super Bowl,
Bucs.
if they played the Super Bowl this week,
I'm
you
taking
think
the Vikings. I'm taking the Vikings.
I take the Chiefs.
Oh my god.
I think I'd be
Oh
taking
my
the
God.
under.
When
That's Eddie Money. There you
Smart
go.
answer.
Ernest said we're
Unbelievable.
crazy.
100% you're crazy. Bro, it's not the same thing. The Vikings are going on that Arizona Cardinals run from a couple years ago. Start out 7-0, they'll fall off the fucking wagon. The defense is good.
This is
Brian
different.
Flores,
That's
I love.
that's the
The
big
defense is
difference.
really good.
Yes.
The defense is really good.
Arizona
Quarterback is
did that
still Sam
purely off
Darnold.
offense. I'd say this is offense as well as a really good defense.
Factoids.
All right.
Factoids.
When does
Enough.
Minnesota play again? Let's get on to with it. Fuck it. Chiefs are the
let's-
best team in the league. It's not even fucking
Oh,
close.
my
It's
God.
not even fucking close.
Oh my God! Someone throw a bag of wieners at Rafa's face.
He might catch them all without his hands. You gotta watch out.
Oh, my homies, baby. My homies.
Oh, God.
last
let's
Big
get into
topic
it, man.
before we get into the. Bernie said that game would come down to clock management.
Let's be real, Big Vern. That shit would come down to a flag in the Chiefs' fucking favor.
Oh my god, dude. Do you guys watch when you guys watch Mahomes and the Chiefs? Do you watch them with fucking Raider binoculars on, or do you watch them like a normal person? Because
Well,
I don't think you guys actually watch the game and actually just appreciate the game. Like,
Rafa,
oh,
I
that's
don't
a
think
great
you
play.
watch Chiefs games like a normal person.
Baba,
Yeah.
listen.
I think you're just
listen.
so happy when I think you just smile the whole
Your
time.
eyes are just glazed over with glaze.
Oh, he's glazing.
100%. 100%. To me, Mahomes, there's no doubt about it. He's the best player of all time, baby. Of all time.
On to the next topic.
Lock that bitch up.
Last topic before we get into the games for the week. I feel like the main thing this week has been Davante Adams again. Robert, his two main teams that people were saying were the Jets and the Saints. Robert Saleh, as we know, just talked about, got fired, and the Saints, Derek Carr is injured, and it's looking like Spencer Rattler will be starting for the next couple weeks. So is he still going to the Ravens? It looks like he might play for the Raiders this Sunday against the Steelers.
He's
What do you
not
think
playing
is
this Sunday.
happening?
He's not playing this Sunday. AOC's the quarterback. Another bad decision by the Raiders. And so you're going to put a guy in there who last year didn't throw for an entire half, by the way.
3/4.
Or three, whatever. Yeah. So you're going to throw him. You're going to throw Davante out there when he's coming off an injury and he wants to get traded. Get the fuck out of here. If he suits up, it would be a shock. Oh, and by the way, that last week was probably Derek Carr's last game in a Saints uniform.
Wow.
Because
Resident Saints fan, I need your opinion.
because Spencer Rattler is gonna roll through that fucking job.
Honestly, I'm kind of on his side with this. I was saying this when we drafted him. I was like, no freaking way we drafted this guy in the 5th round. I was like, I think he could be really good. He looked really good in training camp. Everybody liked him. He got a lot of first team reps during training camp too. And I trust Clint Kubiak. Clint Kubiak can dial him up, and if he could play to Spencer Rattler's strengths, I think he's gonna hit the ground running. Especially with this defense behind him to be like a crutch. I think he's gonna be good. I hope he's good
So
because
too.
Rattler is a sick last name to have on a jersey. That's what I'm most excited about. That wants to get his
fuck?
jersey. That's the most excited about.
Rafa, take him to Rattler's barbecue and buy him a fucking
There
t-shirt.
you go. Come
in
to Santa
Candy
Clarita.
Country.
There's a Rattler's barbecue spot. You might enjoy it. It's actually pretty good.
Yeah,
And there you go. We'll put that on a t-shirt for you, and you can play it however you want it.
yeah.
There we go. That's all I'm looking for.
But yeah, there's a bunch of memes out. Obviously, the two teams that were most likely to pick up DA now have issues. And AP came out today and he actually answered questions about Davante Adams. He said he's a Raider. He's always been a Raider. His hamstring is almost ready. I don't believe he plays, only because I bet he could play, but this game's in Las Vegas. and you got to get a buffer game on the road where he's not going to come out and actually get executed by the Raider fans. You need him to play on the road, have a good game, and the Raider fans will forget all about it. You know?
I agree with that.
Yeah.
No, they won't.
They
Yeah, just do something good for us, and we'll be like, okay, you're good.
yes, winning.
The thing is, you got like Davante Adams could give a flying fuck about the Raider fans. Like, I wish people understood that shit. Like, most of the players could give a flying fuck about fans, especially players, when in reality, if his career ended today and that man goes into the Hall of Fame, he's not a Raider. So
No.
you think he gives a fuck about? No, he's not a Raider.
I do.
100%.
I do think he gives a fuck, and here's why. Born in Palo Alto, everyone's Raider fans. I know you don't get it, Rafa, but
He was a
Fan.
Raider fan.
fan is short for fanatic.
Oh, it's
he
bad.
yes, and he grew up being a Raider fan. He has the 4th grade school pictures to prove it. I do think he likes living in Vegas. I guarantee you he likes the taxes. I guarantee you. Why do you think he sponsors Taco Bell? I mean, why do you think that's coincidence? Or you think it's because the Raiders have a huge Latin American following?
Are
They
you
love
saying-
tacos.
Are you saying that Latin American people fucking relate to Taco Bell?
I'm saying,
Are you
yes,
nuts?
yes. I'm.
What is this connection?
Oh, my, you don't,
Are you kidding?
you
Hey,
don't,
listen,
you don't,
no.
you don't think the
Oh.
executives? You don't think the executives at Taco Bell said, "Let's find."
Yeah, the executives in Irvine, the white people in Irvine at Taco Bell's headquarters relate to Mexicans? The only thing relatable for Mexicans and Taco Bell is the motherfuckers that work there. Okay? Dude, white people eat Taco Bell. Mexican people rarely eat Taco Bell. And I'm talking about real Mexican people. Okay? Real Mexican people. Real Latinos don't eat Taco Bell.
Yeah,
Mexicans, they're like, oh, yeah, no, I want tacos. Let's go to Taco Bell. That doesn't happen. So it's definitely not because of that. That's 100%.
oh, I disagree. I disagree.
Are you kidding? Please clip that. So please clip that so we can have 74,000 comments. Thank you, Big Vern.
Holy
Thank you,
shit.
Vern. Vern, who's white, motherfucker, went to Roberto's Tacos today. He wasn't at Taco Bell.
Listen,
He was at Roberto's Tacos.
I get what you're saying, but if you don't think there was some white executive who thought, let's draw this line, let's make this connection, you're crazy, man.
Are you kidding me? Dude,
I'm not-
Mexican people do not relate to Taco Bell at all.
But
at all.
I'm saying a white executive working in Irvine might think they do.
No. They know that their customers are white. They know that their customers are white and they're black. If they knew their customers were Mexican, they would have horchata on the menu, not Mountain Dew Blast.
It would be called
That
rice.
is the whitest drink.
It would be called
period.
rice milk. It would be
Hey,
called
Mountain
Yeah.
Dew Baja Blast though. Shit smacks.
Shit is fire. Shit is fire. Shit white people drink.
Huh.
Dude, it is definitely not because of the Mexican fans of the Raiders that Davante Adams is sponsored by Taco Bell. It's 100% not that. But listen, if he's such a Raider and loves the Raiders so much, why come out and ask for a trade? Like,
Because
why?
he's
He's
a diva. He's a wide receiver diva.
So he gives a flying fuck about the Raiders.
I'll bring him back with open arms. I'm gonna say it. I don't go fuck.
100%. Why would you even be mad? He's an athlete, and your team sucks dick. Of course, he wants a trade.
So do
I
you,
told you guys since last year that he was a waste on that fucking team.
Let's not say
Davante
we suck,
Adams
dude.
is-
We got the same record as the Niners right now, right?
Yeah, but come on. The Niners last year lost 3 games in a row and then went to the Super Bowl. The year before that, they lost 3 games in a row and won 10 in a row after that. When the fuck have you done that? In your lifetime, have you ever seen it? No.
It's gotta happen once, right?
Papa, listen, Raider fans need to stop comparing themselves to Niner fans. It's like Angel fans comparing themselves to Dodger fans. You're irrelevant in a Niners' eyes as the Angel fans are irrelevant to Dodger fans. It is the same concept. So please, you're irrelevant to a Niner fan. Don't even throw it in there. You have zero relevance in that conversation.
Yeah, Vernon's
That's
gonna,
a really good parallel.
Vernon is gonna go on
Thanks, Big Vern.
on site and do. I want you to ask Mexicans if they eat Taco Bell, Vern.
Yes.
Do they relate to Taco Bell? Ask them
No,
that.
do they eat it? Do they eat it? Anyways, let's move on. We got let's move
Yeah.
on.
I didn't get to the. I would just like to say Dodgers are up 3-0.
Look at
Can
them. Today, Dylan
Bless
Cease.
up.
This is a bad start, by the way.
They pulled
Real
Cease
quick.
already.
Of course, but this was a bad start. Dylan Cease's last 2 starts, he's lost to the Dodgers, and he's gotten his ass whooped. And this would have been Musgrove's spot, and he got hurt right before this series. So them starting Dylan Cease, like some idiot texted me this morning, the Dodgers are done. Dylan Cease is pitching today. The Dodgers aren't done. He's pitching today, and they have owned his ass.
and it's on short rest.
100%. His last 2 games, the games both of the games against the Dodgers, he's gotten his ass whooped, which was the game you went to, Eddie, and then game 1 or game 1.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, they took him out already, and they got Hoeing leaving.
of course, it's a bad start by the Padres. Over managing.
Well,
Over managing.
Going to Week 5 NFL Thursday Night Football. 49ers are playing at the Seahawks over under 49.5. The 49ers are favored by 3.5.
Seattle's won 5-1 again in the last 6 against the spread. Niners own them. 5-0 straight up the last 5 or something like that. You saw what Purdy did to their ass a couple years ago in the playoffs. Give me the Niners, and Niners are going to start rolling. This is the week they start rolling. Although they got the Chiefs next week off a bye, it's going to be a tough game. But I think the Niners need this game. Though. Yeah, I forgot about the Chiefs coming, off a bye. But Niners need this game bad. Niners need this. Niners need it bad this week, and I think they're gonna win this game.
that was a
But
big
they
win
lost.
for
They
Arizona.
lost 2 games.
Big win for Arizona last week.
They've lost 2 games in the last fucking 5 minutes of the game. And to me, I'm a strong believer. If you lose close games, it's always the coach's fault. And so, we'll see. But I like the Niners -3.5.
Eddie?
Well, I'm not going to say I put the kibosh, but ever since I gave credit to your
Brock
man,
Purdy?
Brock Purdy, I'm just going to say, he's a baller, I guess. I'm just going to keep on going with Brock Purdy. You're the man. You should get paid. You should be the highest paid quarterback in the whole entire NFL. Yeah, baby. Keep
that
going.
shit.
Keep going, Brock. You're the best.
And then Sunday, we got a London game. The Jaguars, they're basically their home stadium, playing against the Bears. Bears -2, over under 44.5.
I don't like anything in this game. Maybe the under.
I will
But-
say, I think at like 75 or 80% clip, the favorites in London usually cover. But this is a battle of 2 shitty quarterbacks right now. We got T-Law and Caleb Williams.
Easy. Caleb looked like a baller last week. DJ Moore was a happy camper last week.
Hey,
And he made some
shitty
incredible plays.
quarterbacks are good, but they're mostly shitty.
They're
Yeah.
both like starting
It's
to heat
it.
up too, though.
It's his fucking 5th game, Eddie Money. Get
They
this
had
kid.
one. They
Dude.
had one good game.
Peyton Manning sucked his whole entire year. Troy
So-
Aikman sucked his whole rookie year. Let this kid.
They were shitty quarterbacks that year.
So you're saying he's just shitty, but he'll be good next year?
Not Caleb. Fuck that guy. Hell no.
I said,
Wow, Eddie Money.
yeah, Eddie Money must have lost some money last week on Caleb.
Wow.
I didn't even bet on him. I just don't like Caleb, man. I don't know.
Wow. All
Well,
right.
but if you look,
No, it was an
play.
impressive game because it was really windy and he threw for 300 yards and like 2 or 3 touchdowns.
Who did he play? Was it the Panthers?
No.
no.
Oh wait, yes, it was the Panthers.
The Colts.
It was the Panthers. Let's move on to the next game.
yeah,
He lost
retracted.
to the Colts. Get the fuck out of here.
All right.
Go 10 a.m. Sunday games. We got a banger. I think we got the Redskins, Jaden Daniels going into Baltimore playing against Lamar Jackson and the Ravens. Ravens are 6.5-point favorites with an over/under of 51.5.
Blue chip, the Baltimore Ravens, -6.5. Best team in the league, best roster in the league, most dynamic player in the league is their quarterback. We know what they do against the NFC. I think Jaden Daniels this week comes back to earth a little bit. Just a little bit.
Well,
I
I mean,
think
th-
they
there's
still
not
have a
even
good game.
there's not even 90 miles. I think it's not even 70 miles that separate these two teams. So I think it's going to be an awesome environment. Um, I don't see. I mean, the game plan. The Ravens need to stick to the game plan. Run the fucking ball with King Henry, and you keep that way. Time of possession. You keep the ball out of Jaden Daniels' hands because I don't see him slowing down. I don't see any signs of him slowing down. He only seems to get better. So that has to be the game plan. I would look to the under on this game because if you have any type of brain, what's his Winkle? What's the OC's name?
Like Martindale.
The Georgia
Wink
Georgia.
Martindale. King Henry has to get the ball 26 times. And I don't care if 6 of them are for a loss. You continue to feed that man.
He hungry.
Yeah,
man. He hungry.
Yeah, I don't know about running the ball to keep Jaden Daniels off the field. They need to run the ball because that's who they are.
Yeah.
Nobody's scared of Jaden Daniels. Not the Ravens. Like, it's 5 games in. Well, if Caleb's shitty for 5 games and this guy's a stud for 5, it's 5 games in. All right.
Fair.
He's had bad games. He was bad in week 1.
Fair.
Okay. And he was bad against the Giants. If the Giants have a kicker, they could have won. They should have won that game. So, yeah, he had a great game against the Bengals. The Bengals defense sucks. We've seen it. So he had a great game against Arizona. It's fucking Arizona. This is the Ravens. 6.5. Ravens, I think, are going to annihilate him and bring his ass all the way down to earth. Because at the end of the day, it's still the Redskins. It's not like there's some magical fucking defense. So, you know.
It's the NFL, man. It's the NFL.
Mhm,
And
mhm.
you could change shit around real fast if you get the right coach and the right quarterback.
Yeah.
And
Everybody thought that about the Jaguars 2 years ago. And now
Dan
they're-
Quinn with his hat backwards on the sideline.
I love that.
I can tell.
I love that.
On to the next one, anybody.
By the way, Big Vern's a backward hat guy.
Yes.
He is. He's a mechanic, though.
He's not, but he's walking around Vegas with a backwards hat. He's not fucking changing oil.
You never know. You never know when someone's gonna break down. You need to get your roller out, roll underneath. A fucking Lamborghini or something. Big Vern never fit under that the Lamborghini. But that's habit. That's mechanic. Okay. Dan Quinn and Rafa ain't getting underneath any fucking cars to fucking steal catalytic converters.
100%. By the way, Michael Brown says, "Guy in the bottom right, live from Guantanamo Bay, or what?" Mike, actually, we covered that. We covered it early. He
It's a
was
van.
kidnapped.
Yeah, I'm
He's
in a
the
van
back
right
of a
now.
van, but they shut it
Yeah.
off and they gave him some candy.
Yeah.
So that's how they got him in there. And
That's
you
how
know,
they got me in here. I
That's
thought it
how they
was
got him
different
in.
this time.
He's been taken. He's been taken. I told him to tug on his ear if he needs help.
Doing okay right now.
Yeah, he's doing okay.
You know, man.
Yeah, pedo van. Jay's driving it.
Oh God.
Next
What's
up,
the
we
next
got Kyler Murray and the Cardinals going into Green Bay to play the Packers. Packers are favored by 5 with an over-under 47.5. Cardinals been playing pretty well offensively.
Calamari.
I like the Cardinals, but not in this spot. Packers, dude. Packers are playing. They're playing. I think in 5 or 6 weeks, they'll probably be the second best team in the NFC. So
You think Jordan Love came back too early last week? You think that was an issue?
the Minnesota game,
Yeah.
yeah, I think so. You clearly saw it, and then I think he was in his head in the first half. In the second half, I mean, he was down 28-0, and he battled back and got into the game. But
Yeah.
yeah, you can tell he wasn't right, and then he kind of got his feet under him. He said, "Fuck it, let's do this."
Yeah.
So I think he has a big week this week. Arizona's defense isn't very good. And then coming off of that big win, against the Niners for the Cardinals, I like the Packers in the spot. I just hate 5.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's your number that you don't touch, huh?
Yeah, no 5 for me.
Next up, we got the Texans favored by a touchdown going into New England to play the Patriots with a low of an over-under of 38.
Drake May, baby.
Drake
Number
May
Take
gets
the
his
under.
first official start.
Take
Tar
the
I think
under.
Heels.
Drake May's gonna look nice.
Listen,
He's gonna look nice in what? Maybe the uniform.
Mayo came out. Mayo came out and said that Drake gives him the best chance. I'm
Of
telling
scoring
you,
3 points. He gives him the best chance of scoring 3 points.
we will see, man.
They're already doing that, so
Yeah, we will see. I don't
Yeah.
see them winning this game, but I think May is an upgrade. He has better feet than Jacoby Brissett. And your running game is solid with the Patriots. Stevenson's a stud. I mean,
Yeah, I love the under here.
Stevenson
We're
is a
blue chip
stud.
the under.
blue
Stevenson,
chip under.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I
That
could
is
dig
gonna
on
be-
that,
yeah.
but I don't think we ever see Jacoby Brissett again.
No, I don't think so. And he
Yeah.
was just a bridge, Ed. He was a bridge that they bring experience. He's a hell of a backup. I mean, he's a formidable backup. So I mean,
I'll
he's
take him
perfect,
on.
and he knows. And Jacoby knows his role. So he
Yeah,
knows his role.
I think the Patriots' game plan for the rest of the season should be to try and get Travis Hunter. If I'm being honest, if I'm Gerard Mayo, that's what I'm telling everybody. We need to lose these games. I think that's the only thing for them.
No. You drafted it. You drafted
Lose this game to get Travis Hunter.
you drafted a corner from Oregon in the first round 2 years ago. You know,
You can put him wherever. You can put Travis Hunter on offense or defense.
That's not a real thing. Okay,
I don't know.
That's
He's an
not gonna be
athlete.
a real thing.
Travis Hunter's
Dude,
an
there's
athlete.
been
Rafa hates hearing
far
that shit.
superior athletes. There's been
You-
far
there's-
superior.
I don't know.
Oh
I
my
think
God.
you stick Travis Hunter at corner, and then a couple plays a game, you throw him in at receiver.
Yeah,
Texas
so
did that
guess-
with JJ
guess
Watt for
who-
2 years at tight end.
Guess
And
who's
he can be
not
done with
doing
Travis
that?
Hunter.
Guess who's not doing that? A team that just drafted a corner 2 years ago with a top 8 pick. So they're not definitely at number 5 or number 4, number 3, taking another guy who's going to mostly play defense. No. That's not what they're there for. They need a receiver, a real one. So if he's going to play receiver only, yeah, take him.
They don't want
T-Mac?
their totals to be even lower than 38.
Bro, listen. You drafted a corner 2 years ago, and he's very good. You cannot
Phenomenal.
go and sit there and say, I'm going to take Travis Hunter, and now I have 2 corners, and I don't have a guy for my fucking rookie quarterback to throw the ball to. So they're definitely, if they're taking Travis Hunter, it's because he's playing offense. They're not drafting Travis Hunter to play defense. Not the Patriots. The Patriots will draft another receiver, not him, if he wants to only play defense.
I don't know. What
Don't
about the
sleep on Jalen
Seahawks?
Polk.
What about the Seahawks when they had Tariq Woolen played really good in his rookie year? The year after that, they took a corner top 5.
Witherspoon,
And where's
right?
Tariq Woolen
Yeah.
now? Where's Tariq Woolen now?
He's playing pretty good. Second,
He's
not-
playing pretty
not-
good. He's irrelevant.
He's a good number 2 corner.
No.
Seahawks.
Nobody's
defense is
taking a
rolling.
number 2 quarterback. And by the way, the Seahawks did that because they have fucking 2 phenomenal receivers. That's the difference. They don't have any receivers, like not a one.
yeah.
Like they don't have a half a receiver. So
They need to draft offense, but if you don't go quarterback, if I'm looking at the draft, it's going to be hard to pass.
The Patriots aren't picking quarterback.
No, I know.
No,
That's
no.
what I'm saying. Like a non-quarterback to be drafted in the first round, maybe T-Mac, and you might be right. Maybe they go Travis Hunter, but it's going to be really hard to pass up on Graham, the defensive tackle from Michigan, if he's there in that top 5. It's going to be hard to pass up on
For
Probably
the
the-
Patriots, they need a receiver.
the best corner.
I don't
in
know
the
though. If I'm
draft.
Patriots, I think the best player available. And if you think Travis Hunter on corner, because if you think about a lot of what teams are running now is everybody's in the nickel. They're all in the nickel. You need 3 good corners. That's why people are
Guess what you
drafting
still
nickel
need to
corners high
do?
too.
You still need to score fucking 10 points. And you have zero capability of scoring because you don't have any receivers. You
Jalen
don't
Polk
have
looked pretty
anything.
nice.
Oh,
Jalen-
stop it.
Yeah, Jalen Polk did look kind of good.
You
Thank
can't
you.
you can't go and draft a fucking Lamborghini and then have a fucking Honda Fit as a receiver. It shit ain't happening. Get him a Lamborghini. Get him another supercar on the outside to throw the ball to. Nobody's wasting a fucking top 5 pick or top 6 pick or whatever the fuck they had on a quarterback. And then the next year, drafting a defensive tackle when they're going to only win 3 games. That ain't your fucking problem. The problem is you can't score any points. So it's 100% that if the fucking Patriots draft Travis Hunter to play defense, they will win another fucking 3 games next year.
Let's move on.
It's pretty fair.
Fuck the Patriots.
And we got Andrew's Saints playing the Buccaneers. Buccaneers are favored by 3.5 with the over under 41.5.
I fucking love this game. I fucking
Yeah.
love this game.
I
Blue
love the
chip,
Saints on this game.
Saints. Blue
Yeah.
chip, the Saints plus 3.5. Spencer Rattler, baby.
Spencer Rattler came
Woo!
out publicly and said, "This guy, you got to get this guy the football." Only had like 3 targets last game with Derek Carr. Spencer Rattler, I think, is going to come out firing. I think Chris Olave has a good game. I think 10 receptions or more.
Well, did he only have one last game
He had
or
2
zero?
catches last game. 2 catches.
Two
2 catches for
were
like 20
fucking
yards.
20 yards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had 3
So-
targets the entire game. Your best fucking receiver. Spencer
Yeah.
Rattler's going to go out there, get him the ball, fucking run around a little bit, hand the ball off to Kamara, dump it down to Kamara. Game plan's going to be fucking great for the Saints. If they lose by 3.
I agree.
And
Yeah,
if they
I
win
love
this
the
game,
Saints on this game.
Derek Carr, see you later, alligator. You can go and play in Miami. Trade Derek Carr to Miami. Fuck it.
Oh,
That would be sick. And not
That
to
would-
mention either, Marshawn Lattimore is fully healthy this week, and he's playing Mike Evans.
oh,
Last time,
Mike,
last time Marshawn Lattimore played Mike Evans got the upper hand on him and kind of fucking torched him. But I don't think Marshawn lets that happen back to back in meetings. I think
It is.
Marshawn's
And
gonna lock him up.
Let's not discredit how good Mike Evans is.
Yeah. Who
he's so
doesn't
good.
he torch? Who
He's so
doesn't he
good.
torch?
Marshawn Lattimore, the
He does not
majority of
torch
their
Marshawn
games,
Lattimore.
majority of the games, he just ends up getting ejected for fighting because he gets frustrated. So I'll take the over on ejections by Mike Evans on this game.
Oh. Saints plus 3.5 for blue chip in the Saints. Let's go Saints. Let's go Spencer.
Hell yeah.
I will.
Let's see if-
Actually, he didn't even torch him low-key last game. He had 5 catches for 50 yards and a touchdown. Game before that, 0 receptions on 3 targets. Game before that, 3 catches for 39 yards.
Oh man.
He holds
Yeah,
him
but you
down,
see what
man.
I'm saying? That's
So you got a
that's
bench. If
torture.
you're in fantasy, is that you're saying if you have fantasy, Mike Evans is week, you bench him?
Oh,
for
wait, never
sure.
mind. Those were the first
against
games ever.
Marshawn.
Actually, the last 3 games still weren't even that bad. 3 for 70, 3 for 40, 4 for 60, 3 for 60. He hasn't scored on him since 2021.
Yeah, Marshawn's a good corner. He's a good number 1 corner. They match him on number 1 receivers all the time, and especially when it comes to like Mike Evans, that's when he just goes crazy. He just hates
Well,
they hate
he
each
loves
other.
playing Mike Evans.
Yeah, they hate each other.
Hate's
I
a
love
strong
it.
word.
They fight all the time.
Yeah. Next game we got with Max Muncy hitting a leadoff double. Browns versus the Eagles. Eagles -9 over under 42.5.
Dude, this line's
Huge
fucking
spread.
moving. This shit is moving.
That
Dude,
shit
the
moving, kids.
Eagles coming off a bye. AJ Brown's playing from what it seems like the line's already moved a 1.5.
Davante Smith is also questionable, so he may or may
I-
not play.
And Watson might not even play. I think they got like 3 offensive tackles out or some shit. 3 offensive linemen out. It's a shit show. I
Man,
like
yeah.
the Eagles. I like the Eagles. By the way, I saw some shit today on Instagram. This guy made a list. He rated Deshaun Watson's contract the 2nd worst in the league.
Who's the first?
Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence.
Oh.
Trevor Lawrence.
Oh fuck.
Russell Wilson not far behind.
Yeah, he was 3rd.
I can't wait to
So,
talk about that game.
Yeah, let's get on to the next one.
The Colts are playing Titans division rivalry. Titans are favored by 2.5. Over under 43. Will
Michael
Levis
Pittman.
somehow favored?
Is he playing?
Who?
Is
Michael
Will Levis playing?
Levis. Yeah.
Oh,
Or
let me see.
I'm going to give you a pick in this game, and you can clip it so you can do it this way. If Will Levis is the starter for the Tennessee Titans this Sunday against the Colts, bet on the Colts plus 2.5, buy it up to 3. Will Levis is atrocious. He is horrendous. He's the worst quarterback in the league, in my opinion.
I don't agree with that. He has dumb knucklehead brain farts. But the kid he's strong, talented, great arm, athletic. He just makes horrible decisions at horrible times.
That's like 50 quarterbacks in the league, what you just said.
I wish I had fucking fit.
The Raiders are the only ones that don't have either one of those things. Like literally.
Cleveland Browns.
No. Deshaun Watson is athletic and all of that. Now he doesn't get
He
massages
was
anymore, so-
athletic.
He was athletic.
Oh,
Jameis
he doesn't
Winston
have-
also has a cannon, though. Their back.
He's
does.
not loose anymore. We know
Yeah, yeah.
this.
No, but
he's
by the way,
he's
it's
tight.
not Jameis
His
Winston
muscles
who,
aren't
who
loose.
played. It's Mason Rudolph who came in and played
His
and
that
won
was
that game
interesting.
against the Dolphins.
his muscles
is
aren't
true.
loose. Yeah, he just needs a massage, man.
I like the Colts if Levis is the quarterback for the Titans.
All right.
Just my opinion.
Regardless of which quarterback is playing for the Colts.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck who's playing for the Colts. Or I don't give a shit. Michael Pittman's not playing. It doesn't matter. Will Levis is horrendous.
I think
Terrible.
Jonathan Taylor might be back. I know he.
Yeah,
he didn't-
and what's his name's out. Michael Pittman's out for the next 2 to 3 weeks.
yeah, that's a hit. That's a hit for that team. They really rely on him.
Mm-hmm.
Big hit.
Josh Downs looks good though.
Josh Downs
Yeah, he
does
does.
look good with Joe
Yeah.
Flacco.
Yeah, Joe Flacco.
Great day to be a
Yeah.
Tar Heel, baby. Tar Heels.
Uh-oh. That was yesterday, Ed. That was yesterday. Let's go on to the next one.
Also, Dodgers 5-0. Fuck yeah.
I knew it. I knew it. Tonight was the night for them.
I'm not saying a word. Shit ain't over yet.
It's over. It is over.
You stop it, Rafa.
It's
You
a
stop
bullpen
it.
game. Let's calm down. It's a bullpen
The
game.
game's over. The game is
Rafa,
over.
you take that back now.
Game is over, fellas.
Rafa, you
Uh,
took the
Game is
you
over.
know better
Dude,
than this.
Dylan C's played. It's
We are the gambling show of record. Okay, there has to be. We have to set an example here. It is never fucking over. Don't ever put the kibosh.
Over.
Don't go much.
Shit is over.
Oh God!
Shit is
Don't
over.
follow this man's example. Don't ever in a public place talk to a buddy who has money on a game and ever say, "Oh, you got this. It's over." Oh yeah. How much are you going? How much are you going
wanna
to
hear
win?
something crazy?
Oh my God, Andrew, you hearing this?
You want to hear something crazy?
This is
Check
peak
shit out.
Andrew.
Listen, on Sunday, right? I'm in this pool thing where we pick the games every week, right? A bunch of people. And this guy texts me, B-Tap, who's the biggest fucking mush on the planet. He texts me, and I already know I'm in the lead, right? I'm in the lead. I picked the Raiders 10-0. I have the Seahawks 7-0. And he goes, "Oh, if the Raiders hold on, it's 10-0. It's in the fucking beginning of the second quarter or whatever the fuck. Oh, if the Raiders hold on, you're like, there's only like 3 guys who have the Raiders and blah, blah." He goes, "You're going to win the week." Bro, all of a sudden, Denver runs off with 34 points in a row.
That's what
It
I'm
was-
saying.
I
Of
said,
all-
"Bro, dude, don't ever do that shit to me." I told him.
Of all people, this is the gambling show of record. You don't do
Yeah,
that.
Yeah,
How
but
much
none
you
of
gonna
guys
win?
None
This
of you
game's
guys
over?
are gambling on this game.
And my heart is
Yeah,
on the
my
line
life is
here.
on the line, Rafa.
Zero Cool says Dodgers up 5-0. That's what we were talking about.
Yes,
Zero
sir,
Cool.
baby.
That-
Dylan Cease on the mound tonight. I told the Dodger fans who messaged me this morning, "We're done. We're fucked." Dylan Cease is pitching tonight. He's getting his ass whooped by the Dodgers. Ain't no doubt about it.
Going
Listen,
into the 1 o'clock games, we got an AFC West rivalry. We got the Chargers favored by a field goal going into Denver with an over under of 35.5.
Blue chip, the Chargers right here, coming off a bye, -3. Denver's run, we got to bring them down to life. Bring them back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. Eminem, by the way. So
Nice.
You like
good,
that?
good reference.
Like
I was confused. I
that.
didn't know where that was from.
Yeah, I didn't know where it was
Yeah.
from. Thankfully, you said bye.
You guys don't know shit.
They
You
don't.
haven't
Oh
seen
my God.
community.
Sarcasm.
You don't know who Joe Pesci is. You don't know shit. I gotta make sure.
Marissa Tomei.
Marissa Tomei, they don't know shit. They don't know yeah.
Mierda. Well,
But how about off the bye?
over under. Little. I mean, 35.
Yeah, it's a tough one. That's a tough one. But I like Denver. I think they're I like the Chargers. Harbaugh going in there, superior coach, superior quarterback. Denver's riding this high that they shouldn't even be on, which is disgusting. They beat Tampa on the road. They beat the Jets on the road in the ugliest NFL game in history. And there was a 3-0 game.
That was
uglier than
bad.
that. And then they beat the Raiders last week. Dude, the Raiders, they were going in to be up fucking 17-0. And they threw a pick 6. And it all just turned to shit after that. So I like the Chargers blue chip -3.
Going in next game, we have the Falcons favored by 6 versus the Panthers over under 47. Panthers got a little wake up call last week.
I saw today Super Bowl odds. Panthers are the very, very last.
Because
Yeah.
it's the Panthers.
It's the Panthers, Ed. What
Yeah, the Raiders fucking lost to the Panthers. They got their asses handed to them by the Panthers. The Panthers have a better quarterback than the Raiders. I was kind of shocked to see them to be dead last in Super Bowl odds.
It's still the Panthers.
Yeah, it's the Panthers, Ed. Come on.
Okay.
Panthers, Falcons. I have no opinion on this game.
Will
Lions
Bijan wake up? Will Bijan wake up?
I think they'll score some points in this game.
I think
I
so.
think
I would-
Atlanta's going to score some points in this game. I'd watch the Atlanta team total here. I think they're going to score some points.
Yeah.
Kyle
Bijan was
Pitts.
kind of banged up last week.
Kyle Pitts woke up when everyone was ready to drop. I promise you, I bet you a shit ton of people dropped him off his fantasy league. And
I
then he
almost
come-
did.
I
I
guarantee
was
you,
so close, dude.
there's thousands and thousands and thousands of people like you, Andrew, who just said, I can't do it anymore. I'm
I have him
dropping
in
him.
three leagues, and I was this close to just dropping him for a streamer.
Dude, and that was like the first play of the game.
Yeah.
And did you start him though?
Yeah, I did start him. I was
Oh.
like, I'm so stupid for this, and then he actually got points.
I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah,
First play of the game.
Brilliant.
yeah.
Good for him. Watch
Never
Atlanta
doubted
team
him.
total. I think they're going to score a shit ton of points.
And then I think the game of the week, Lions -3 going into Dallas to play the Cowboys over under 52.
I like Detroit here. I like Detroit, and I like Dallas, but Micah's hurt, and Detroit, I believe, is coming off a bye, right?
Correct.
They didn't coming off a bye. Detroit should have won this game last year. They had that bullshit with the 2-point conversion and ineligible man, and he didn't announce it. I don't know if you saw it with the line. I don't know if you remember.
Oh,
with the
yes.
Lions.
Oh
remember.
yeah, that was
That he
brutal.
ended up. That was a brutal call. That he was a heated
Brutal.
report. And we know Vegas had Dallas in that game because that was just ridiculous. They ran that 2-point conversion 3 different times. I mean, it was brutal. I think Detroit comes out, and I think they put I think they dropped the hammer on the Cowboys. With no Micah, I don't think Micah's playing again, and Dexter Lawrence is out for a couple more weeks, I believe. So,
Dude, Dak came back and had a game-winning drive, but yet still took a ton of shit for playing bad that game.
are you disagreeing with that?
I just feel like, you should be remembered by your game-winning drive.
Oh,
You know?
really? Ed? Really? Ed?
Well, yeah.
Is that what?
Cam
Oh, no.
Ward.
I know where you're
Cam
going with
Ward.
this.
Cam
Cam
Ward.
Ward. Ed. You shit on Cam Ward last night. I
I
can't forget what he did. He led 2 game-winning drives back-to-back weeks, and now all of a sudden,
I just-
fucking Dak.
Dude,
Are you-
Cam Ward's not getting fucking toasted.
Cam
They-
Ward's not the quarterback of America's team.
Good point. Good point.
If Cam Ward was the quarterback for Bama and did that shit, he would be getting shit for it.
Good point.
So fucking Ed over here. I got him.
Dude, he
Yeah,
just
you
like,
got his ass, Rafa.
yeah. I just, dude, like,
You
sometimes
need a
I
side by
just,
side clip that Eddie money. By
know-
side by side clip Ed's both versions.
you know what it is? What it is that I just feel like I would kill for Dak Prescott as my quarterback.
100%. He's
And
phenomenal.
if you don't appreciate him, give him to me.
Yeah, no, I like Dak. You know, I feel about Dak Prescott. I think he's a very good quarterback. I think he's top 5 in the league. Yeah, it was a great fucking drive to put it there at the end. I like the Lions though this week. -3 blue chip the Lions.
Did you
Bam.
see I know CD Lamb said something, and
Yeah, nice throw. For,
Oh, it was
What was
on the
it?
subpar throw.
interception.
It was
Yeah.
subpar throw, dead ass.
I thought he said jump ball. Like I thought he was trying to say throw a jump ball.
No, I'm gonna go with
That's
what
what
Eddie
it
Money
looked
said.
like.
Somebody
Subpar?
said,
Subpar.
That's so
Yes,
so
it was
random. Why would
subpar
you say
throw.
subpar throw?
Subpar, dead ass.
I can't see
Oh,
CD
no.
Lamb
Somebody-
saying subpar.
Yeah,
subpar.
dude,
so
he's
somebody
that was
showed
a subpar throw.
somebody
Yes.
showed another video where if you read his lips on another video, and I don't know if it's the same one, he goes nice throw for, and it was an interception. And the week I was there with the Ravens game, that's when he erupted on the sideline
Yeah.
with Dak. So there's something there. There's something there happening where it's like, and they're two. You can tell CD's a fucking alpha, and Dak
Oh,
is leans a little bit towards the beta, I believe. So
dude, if I'm fucking Dak Prescott, bro. I'm fucking 6'4", 235. I'm telling CeeDee Lamb to shut the fuck up if you want. Sit your fucking ass down with your stupid ass fucking dreads.
That's why
Yeah, I
Dak
agree.
Prescott ignored him in that video. He's just staring at the dirt.
Yeah.
Doesn't care.
yeah.
I
Yeah,
would love
look,
to put it
hold
out
on.
there. What
I'm
what
gonna-
do you think he said?
Watch. Subpar throw.
No, he says jump ball for
Subpar.
jump ball.
Subpar.
Yeah.
No, dude, that is 100% subpar.
There's no
Are-
way he says subpar. I
I
don't think
cannot
anybody in
see-
football, nobody in football has ever said that was subpar. Jump
Are you
ball.
are you
Or-
saying that CeeDee Lamb doesn't have that
Jump
vocabulary to use subpar?
No, that's not jump ball.
Bro, it's saying jump ball, dude. If you're in football and your tensions are high, bro, you're not saying subpar. You're saying
Show
what
me
the
one
fuck
more
was that?
time, anybody. Show me
Show
one
it,
more time.
anybody.
Look, man, that is for sure subpar. Look. Sub
Jump.
Sub.
Jump.
Ball.
throw.
No.
Jump
No,
ball.
no.
Give me a jump
No,
ball.
no.
Subpar.
Dude,
He's
Dead
telling
ass.
him, bro,
that
jump
is
ball.
dead ass. Dude, are you kidding? You know what? Next time I go to Dallas, I'll get the scoop on this.
Dude,
Ask
go
him.
get it. Hey, go get a jersey and have CeeDee Lamb sign it.
Sign it. Put
Subpar.
subpar.
Yeah.
Subpar.
Yeah. And if he doesn't put a hyphen in between sub and par, we know he didn't say it. It's bullshit.
All right, let's go on to the next one. Lions, blue chip, -3, baby.
Sunday night football. Probably top 5 worst Sunday night footballs. Bengals -3.5 at the Giants. Over under 47.5.
Can I say something in this game?
No. Yes.
I'm
of
gonna
course you
I'm
can.
gonna say something, Ed.
You
I'm gonna
can't say
something
nothing.
here. I'm gonna say something. And remember last year, and not even last year, when you were saying that the Giants it's not that you were saying, it was a rumor going around that the Giants were going to draft a quarterback. And
Yes.
all I said was Daniel Jones needed to be given another chance because he made the playoffs and then last year he got hurt. And I don't like him as a quarterback. I don't think he's very good, but he's played pretty good. He's played pretty good so far. You don't think
He
he's played
played
pretty good?
bad.
Week 1 and week 2, his first pass was a pick six.
The
Like,
game after Dallas.
He's had
starting
2 good games. He's had two. The last 2 games, he's played well.
the last 3. What week are we in? 5 or 6?
Fuck.
The last 3 games. The game he played against Dallas that Thursday night, he played really well.
He's
played-
had 2 okay games.
Well, the last game I thought
but he was ass. I mean,
He-
ass the first 2 weeks.
he's played well. What's their record? Is it 2-3? Eddie Money?
And by the way, they should have lost last week. That's a wacky ass fucking play.
Yeah, they're 2-3.
Yeah.
So they're 2-3. They could have lost last week, but that was just a game time field goal. It wasn't a game winning field goal.
Yeah.
But they did win. And they could easily be 3-2, the same way they could be, whatever, 1-4. But the game against Washington, where they didn't have a kicker, really cost them the game. It really cost them the game at the end of the game. So I believe he's played decent. I think he's played better than both quarterbacks on the Raiders. Realistically, he's played better than Will
Go back
Levis.
to that. That's
I
true.
mean,
He always does.
That's
Last-
true.
But
It's
listen,
true.
If we look
Yeah.
at Daniel Jones, who has he played better than? He's played better than Will Levis. He's played better than Bo Nix, although Bo Nix is 3-2. Daniel Jones played better than him. He's played better than Derek Carr. He's played better than Jacoby Brissett. He's played better than both the quarterbacks on the Raiders.
That's
And
not
last
true.
Sunday-
Minshew lead the league in percentage, attempts, and yards the first 2 weeks. The first 2 weeks,
And
the
yes,
Vanilla
the first
Vic
2
was
weeks.
dog shit.
And we're talking about now the last 3. We're talking about this week, who's still starting.
Fair enough.
Still starting, and Gardner Minshew's fucking sitting behind a white cholo.
Listen, so listen, I hope you're right, Rafa. I pray that you're right, because when it comes down to the draft next year, I want another less team not to draft a quarterback.
So you can get Shador.
So I can don't go there. But if you're the Giants, I think you have one more. If you have one more year on this horrible contract that you gave him, 48.
No, this
50
is
million.
it. This is it.
Yeah. Are you saying that you stick with this quarterback?
If the team, they're 2-3 right now, and I don't think they win this game on Sunday. I don't think they win this game. I think they can keep it close. The line's 3.5. We'll see. I'm not picking anything on this game. But if he ends up at 9-8, or 8-9, and he plays well, do you change the quarterback after he made the playoffs? He got hurt. He now 8-9. Do you think, and you still technically would have him for one more year under that contract? This year, I think, is when the money they gave him already, the guarantee shit.
Do you think Daniel Jones would accept taking a $27 to $32 million contract after you guys just, overpaid him? Because if that's the case, okay, then maybe. But when's the last time you've seen anyone, even at fucking McDonald's, say, you know what, you're moving from fries to bathrooms now. We're going to give you fucking $4 less an hour. He's not going to accept that shit.
Listen, you have to remember this. And he has to understand that
I
he's
agree.
probably not a starter on another team. So
I agree. But
you can't be Colin Kaepernick, because don't forget, he declined that money from the Niners before he left. So, and then he left thinking he was going to get more money, and he didn't get shit because he realized that nobody wanted his ass.
I agree.
Daniel Jones can't be stupid either. I think he's played well. I'm not saying he's fucking top 15 because I don't like him, but I think he's played well and he's kept his team in games. They can easily be flipped at 3-2.
Last 2-3 weeks, he has definitely, you know what? He found Malik Neighbors. He started throwing.
Malik Neighbors didn't play last week, by the way. It's that kid Robinson who I told you.
Yeah.
I when I saw him that Thursday night. By the way, and on that Thursday night game, they had 1 yard. They averaged 1.9 yards a carry that night.
Yeah,
and they were still in the game. They lost 20-15.
Yeah.
So
Singletary is also injured, which is an upgrade.
Yeah, I don't think they played that bad. I don't think he's played that bad, to be honest with you. I thought they would have one win at this point. So
yeah, that's true. Going back to what you said, though, I think Daniel Jones would for sure be a starter on the Raiders. I think the Giants beat the Bengals, and then the Bengals fire Zach Taylor.
Thank you. That guy's got to go. I mean, this is the thing, and this is what I was talking to Ed about the other day.
Took him to a fucking Super Bowl, man.
So did Nick Sirianni. Nick Sirianni's on the hot seat too.
That is over. This is the same we were talking about the other day with McVay. McVay is so good and blah, 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 blah. 2 of his last 3 years, he's had a losing record. He had injuries. Everyone has injuries all the time. All the time. Fucking New England had to play with Matt Castle and ended up 11-5. Everyone has injuries. And Zach Taylor, who went to the Super Bowl, now can't fuck. He's 1-4. What are they? 1-4. The Bengals are 1-4 or whatever the fuck.
1-4.
1-4. And it's something's going on. It's not Joe Burrow. Is it my quarterback? Because he leads the league in touchdowns, I believe. It's not my fucking superstar wide receiver. My defense sucks. My defense can't stop anyone. If they lose this week, you 100% fire Zach Taylor. I hate all those fucking young dudes, offensive-minded, blah, blah. Those are little gimmicky bullshit. And then at the end of the day, they're done. It's over.
You need to stop disrespecting Matt Castle. Okay? Chatsworth Chief. Chatsworth Chief, USC. The dude was a baller. And that team was fucking stacked in New England, man.
He was a bro. This is how good New England. This is how elite Bill Belichick is. That he took Matt Castle 11-5. He still is 11-5 Matt Castle, and then Matt Castle looked so good. The Chiefs made him.
Are we gonna pretend that we didn't see Bill Belichick without Tom Brady the last fucking 2? They were dog shit.
They made the playoffs, right? With the rookie quarterback.
They
were dog shit. Made a playoffs with the rookie quarterback. Yes or no?
Yes, so did the Giants, and they were dog shit as well.
Made the playoffs, man. Let's move on.
So do you have at least a winner for this game?
I think the Bengals win a close one.
All right.
I hope to see Malik Neighbors, man. He's a treat.
Yeah, he's fucking awesome to watch. And so is the number 1, Mr. Chase and Higgins.
Mm-hmm.
Bills Jets.
Monday Night Football. Bills favored by 2.5 going into New York to play the Jets. Over under 41. And fun fact, Josh Allen has not lost 3 games in a row. And if he loses this game, it would be 3 in a row.
I think they lose this game.
Is this a must win? Is this a must win? Rafa,
I think they lose this game. I think this is a must win for the Jets. And this is what I went back and I said earlier. If the head coach was the problem, this team will come out and they should win this game. And it shouldn't be a doubt. Although they are facing Josh Allen, right? I mean, who knows? We could have a 24-23 game. But the Jets will look 1,000 times better this week than last week. I believe that because I believe Salah was the problem. And I said it for weeks. So, and you know how much I love the Bills.
I was asking, is this a must-win for Buffalo, not the Jets?
It's a must-win for – no, it's not a –
It's not a must-win for Buffalo.
It's not a must-win for Buffalo. They're sitting at 3-2 atop the division. Miami's done. New England sucks. And the Jets are 2-3. And they're on the road. The Jets getting 2.5.
The division sucks.
To me, I take the Jets here. I buy it up to 3, and I take the Jets. And the division sucks because Tua was hurt. And so the Dolphins are just shit because Mike McDaniels is another hell of a coach and this and that and the blah, 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 blah. And he's garbage right now. He's terrible.
All right. Well, that wraps it up. At least all the games for the week.
What are you talking about?
What do you mean? What am I talking about?
Are the Raiders on a bye this week?
Yeah, we didn't talk Raiders Steelers,
Oh,
man.
my bad. I skipped it.
I thought you were saving it for the last game.
Yeah.
Did it
Come
on
on.
accident.
Come on.
Steelers favored by a field goal going into Las Vegas. The Raiders.
Blue chip, the motherfucking Pittsburgh Steelers.
Is Russell playing?
He's not playing, man.
He's practicing.
He's practicing because he ain't got a shit else to do during the week. Listen, AOC's playing. This is going to be a slow, boring fucking game. This game, you know what time slot they should put this shit in? They should put this shit at 6 a.m, but still play it in Vegas. Just so nobody watches. Like, fuck it.
That's when fake Vegas is going off, man. 6 a.m. Are you serious? That's prime time in Vegas. 6 a.m. Shit.
I like Pittsburgh. I think the game's going to go under, though, 35, 36 and a half, whatever it is. AOC's starting, which is a shock to me. I mean, he came in and you thought you saw something like you saw him last year. But he plays with Pierce starting AOC, he can play his style because and not get grief from the fans. Because they know that a normal, intelligent fan, right, knows that AOC can't really throw a football. So they'll understand, fuck it, them running the ball, them dumping it off, running on 3rd and 3 or 3rd and 4 instead of passing, running on 2nd and 9. And they'll have an excuse, they'll have a reasoning for that because the quarterback can't really throw. Well, we won a game last year when he didn't throw for 2.5 or 3 quarters or whatever. I like the Steelers to win the game by 3-4 points, keep it close, and I like the under.
Blue chip and just the Steelers minus 3.
Oh, 100%.
All right.
100%. The Steelers have been in every game. They won 3. The 2 games they lost were brutal losses. It was a great play there at the end by Dak. I mean, it was such a tight little window on the little quick out route there. So, I mean,
let's say, and I don't say he's gonna do this. Let's say Fields struggles a little bit. Is Russell playing the next week?
Do they win the game?
No. If they lose and they struggle,
if they lose this game, depends on how they lose. But if Fields goes out and he throws for 170 yards and he's 11 of 17 or whatever, and he ran for 50, and they lose the game, 17-14 or something like that, then I could see him still starting. But if he goes out and he's throwing interceptions and he's fumbling the ball and he's making bad decisions, then I see it. But Fields is not a quarterback. They don't have the weapons on offense because they don't have a running back that can actually run the fucking ball. So they don't have the weapons on offense or the fucking coordinator to put that shit and have Fields just airing it out and throwing the ball like he did a little bit with DJ Moore last year. Because he went on a run last year where he threw 8 touchdown passes in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And so, but they don't, that's not the Steelers offense. That's not the game they play. That, that Ben Roethlisberger's not there. And now they just think they have to run the ball.
Well, now that officially rounds out all the games. 2 things left on the agenda. First, we got to do our 2 Nobody's NFL group parlay. So each of us will get 1 selection, and we see how much we'll pay out if we win.
Ed, you going first?
No. Someone else go first because
I'll go first.
I don't want to fuck
Go ahead, anybody.
I got the Steelers and Raiders under 36.5. If AOC is starting, they are gonna do nothing but run the ball.
I'm gonna go Patriots with the points. I'm gonna say Drake May keeps them close defensively. They keep it close, and it's in New England, and it's in Foxborough. I'm gonna take Patriots, man, and the points.
Andrew?
I'll go Saints to win.
Shocker.
Ooh.
Shane's money line?
Yeah.
All right. So this is your two nobodies NFL group parlay. We have the New England Patriots at home taking the points. Give me the number, Eddie Money.
7 points.
Plus 7.
Yeah.
7. Okay. So we have your two nobodies group parlay. We have the New England Patriots plus 7. We have the Raiders and Steelers under 36.5. We have the New Orleans Saints money line, and we have the Baltimore Ravens minus 6.5. That rounds out your two nobodies NFL parlay.
Sounds good, man.
I'm trying to get a odds here,
Payouts
but
probably
it's
like
not-
100 to win 1780. Some shit like that.
Yeah, I'll put it in the thing. I don't know why it's not loading. But and then lastly, we were talking about hot seat earlier, so I went to get a nice little clip. Who does everyone think is on the hot seat? Or not everyone, but if you guys think someone is on the hot seat, who needs to win this week to avoid at least the conception of being fired?
Zach Taylor. That's my number one pick. If the Bengals lose, Zach Taylor's getting fired that day after.
That's a bold statement.
Eddie?
If I would have to say someone getting fired, I mean, if you're Sirianni with the Eagles and you lose to the Browns,
But the Eagles are like, aren't they like 2-2?
I don't give a shit. If you lose, the fans already want to, take them out and
Eagles
literally,
are 2-2.
yeah. You can't. You're coming off a bye. Everyone's already saying that Belichick will be the head coach of the Philadelphia Eagles next year. You're coming off a bye, and you lose to the lowly Browns. You might not get fired, but you have sealed the envelope, and you are officially done, and you will not be back next season. That's what I'll say.
Oh, man. I don't want to say it, but I'm going to say it, although it's not going to happen, but we know it should happen. And I think it should be Antonio Pierce. I think if AOC plays and they don't do shit on offense, which probably won't, and they won't fire Antonio Pierce, they should, though, is fire Antonio Pierce because we can clearly see that he's out of his league. This is not for him. I'm sorry, but you are not an NFL head coach, my friend. So you're starting AOC this week over a guy who played the first 2 weeks well, and you put him in a bad spot on that 1st and goal from the 5 because you love to run the ball and you should have ran the ball to be up 17-0. And if he goes out and AOC scores 3 points, 6 points, 9 points, and they lose the game like 20-9 or 17-6 or whatever, and the offense looks terrible, Antonio Pierce should be fired. He won't, but he should be.
Yeah.
There we go. I think Nick Sirianni, personally. I forgot some stat somewhere, but they just not have been looking what they think they should be. And it's mainly on him.
Dude, Philadelphia
I don't
hates
have
him.
good misconception. Philly also hates him.
Hates him.
People in Pennsylvania aren't the brightest motherfuckers. Steeler fans also hate Mike Tomlin. So
They do. It's true.
Well, he's gotten the longest without getting a playoff win, still being in the playoffs. I saw a video that I understood where they're coming from.
he gets there, dude. He gets there. So that's the thing. The point is to get there. In the NFL, it's to get there.
That's not what their argument is. They should have won more with the nucleus that they had. That they only got one. That they should have won more.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers should have won more, and he didn't. And he's a far superior quarterback than Ben Roethlisberger ever was. Dan Marino should have had one, and he didn't have any. Don Shula should have had more, and he had one.
I'm just telling you, that's their argument.
They can argue whatever the fuck they want. Listen, this is not the 70s. Fucking Bill Cowher was there forever, and he got one.
True.
So, fuck Pittsburgh.
Well, that is. Are we done, fellas?
We're done.
Yeah, guys. Thank you guys for joining us, Andrew. Thank you. I hope you're safe.
I gotta figure out a way out of here. This whole time I haven't been making eye contact with the camera. I've been looking around for the pull tabs to let me out of here. The
That's fucking
tabs.
great.
Eddie Money,
love
let's
that.
Eddie Money, can you show the people that your beautiful jersey that you have on? We can't let this go to waste. Let's send it out on this. Who's the famous 22? Brett Butler. Go ahead, show the back. Go ahead, show the back. Oh God, yeah. There you go. There's our executive.
Will Hanley, by the way, Will Hanley said Eagles went downhill once they hired Big Dom for security. He's not lying.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But guys, thanks
He's not
again.
lying.
Thanks to Big Vern, Zero Cool, Will, Michelle, and everyone who contributed. Andrew, Eddie Money, Rafa, you're the man. We hope we gave everyone a nice hour and a half and some laughs. We'll see you next episode 100, man.
Stay tuned for college football stuff to come out next couple days.
Sounds
All right,
good,
guys.
No.
See you guys.
Hold on, Ed. Hold on.